Hi everyone, welcome to the video tutorial of the course CS404 Embedded Systems. In this video tutorial, we are dealing with the Module 2 Computational Models in Embedded Design. Under this topic, today we will be learning about Sequential Program Model. In sequential programming model, the functions or processing requirements are executed in sequence. It is same as that of the conventional procedural programming. The program instructions are iterated and executed conditionally, and the data gets transformed through a series of operations. It is usually used in industrial solutions. There are different tools which can be used to implement the sequential program model. The main three tools which are used to implement the sequential program model are FSM, Finite State Machine Model, which we have explained in a previous lecture video. Then we are using flow charts, then sequence diagrams are also used for implementation of this model. A lot of models can be used for the implementation of sequential program model, but the most common used tools are FSM, flow charts and sequence diagrams. Now, a simplified flow chart of a program based sequential program model is shown here. Any system, if implemented with a sequential program model, will have mainly four basic components. The four basic components in any sequential program model are initialization, reading inputs, processing, writing outputs. So for any system, there will be an initialization of the task and values. Then we will have a component which reads the input, and once the reading input is completed, now the inputs are processed or calculated to obtain desired outputs, and next stage is writing outputs. Now these are the main, and these steps or these procedures repeats or continues. So these are the main four components in any sequential program model. Now some of the advantages and disadvantages of sequential program model. The advantage is that it is very similar to logical circuit design method, and also we have seen that it is similar to the conventional procedural programming model. And some of the disadvantages are difficulty in case of writing complex programs where the source code will contain lots of control structures and therefore will be incomprehensible. Poor utilization of processor, uses entire CPU time for recalculation regardless of any change in input, and further increases reaction time with program complexities. These are some of the disadvantages of system. Now let us see an example of a sequential program model. Here in this video we will be seeing two implementations or two tools which are used to implement the sequential program model. The embedded system used here is a washing machine. Now let us see the flowchart model of flowchart implementation of a washing machine. Once the system starts, it first checks if the water is available, and it checks until the water is available, and when the water is available, it checks if the detergent is available, and it checks until the detergent is available, and once the detergent is available, it checks if the door is closed. If no, it checks until the door is closed, and if yes, the water valve is open. Now the water valve will be open for a specific period of time, so this time is checked, and once the time reaches, then the valve is closed and the washing starts. Again the washing is continued for a predefined time, so it checks the time, and it stops or it moves to the next step of drain water when the time is completed. Now in the drain water, it checks for the trap. If the trap is found, then it is removed, otherwise it again checks to drain the water. Now this process is continued, and once the trap is removed, the process ends. This is the flowchart model of, or the flowchart implementation of a sequential program model. Now let us see a sequence diagram implementation of an automatic washing machine. Now here we have some entities which is to be familiarized. Here we can see the three objects, that is water pipe, drum, drain, which are represented in a rectangular box. These are the objects in the system. Now towards the left downwards we can see some of the processes like soak, wash, rinse, spin dry. These are the processes which are acting on the water pipe. Now behind or beyond each object we can see an extension which represents the time or which represents the lifeline of the object. Now in the lifeline we can see blue rectangular boxes which explains the focus of control. Focus of control is the time when the process is active in the object. So how long, the length of the each focus control describes how long the process will be active in the water pipe. Now we can see the dash line which shows how long the activity is valid. So these are the some of the entities which we need to familiarize before explaining the sequence diagram. Now let us see, initially in the initial time we can see that the water pipe starts its process of soaking. So once the activity started, it starts the process of sending water, and now after once the water is sent, the drum activity is started. So once the water is sent, the next moment the drum remains stationary until the water stops or for a certain period of time. So once the water is stopped, the soaking activity is completed. Now when the soaking activity is completed, the washing activity starts. So the washing activity, the drum has major role. The water pipe has no role in the washing activity. So it is represented with a dashed line in the lifeline of water pipe or the object water pipe. So once the drum start rotating when the water soaking activity stops by stopping water, and now the washing activity starts in the drum. Now the dirty water after washing is sent to drain and the rinse activity starts here. Now once the dirty water is sent, for the rinse water is again sent, so the water pipe becomes active again here. Now once the water is sent, the drum rotates back and forth to start the activity rinse, and this is continued, and the water is stopped for a predefined time. After a predefined time, and the rinsing activity is continued, and the rinsed water is sent to the drain. Now the spin dry is started in the drum at this moment, and it rotates a spin to make it dry, and in the drain we could see that after the water rinse is sent, now the drain activity starts and it completes only after this moment. So this is the sequence diagram implementation of an automatic washing machine. Now in this video we have learned about sequential program model, its advantage and disadvantages, various implementation of the model using a flowchart and a sequence diagram. Hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you for listening.